So what was my question? Whether this is a regular language or not? Can you design the finite automata? We have seen here this pumping lemma theorem. In case of regular languages, in case of context-free languages, we have seen how the pumping lemma theorem is used. We have seen pumping lemma theorem, regular languages, it is used to prove that what certain languages are not regular. So what is my question? Whether this is a regular or not? Number 9, Sanjay. Am I audible now?
मैडम वॉइस ब्रेक हो रही है जरा.
Okay, 1 minute sir. I'll run it ahead. पहले आ रही थी क्या? हेलो.
थोड़ा थोड़ा आ रहे थे मैडम, लेकिन अभी जरा ज्यादा वॉइस ब्रेक हो रहे.
Okay, okay. Am I audible now?
हाँ, यस मैम.
Okay. So whether this language is a regular or not? That was the question. Okay. Why this is not a regular? Because we cannot design a DFA for this. If you remember, we have used the pumping lemma to prove this. Okay. You remember or not the pumping lemma? Okay. So this a to the power n, b to the power n, where n is greater than equal to 0, it is not a regular language because we cannot design a DFA for it. Let us write the context-free grammar. Will tell me now this type of example we have seen. Let S is my start symbol. Can you write a context-free grammar for this? What this indicate? Equal number of A's followed by equal number of B's. Where now, but n is greater than equal to 0 means what? This can also generate epsilon. That is correct. But here it is what? A, S, B or epsilon. Correct. Okay. So this is a, now what we have seen that this is a context-free grammar. It is not a regular language or regular grammar. Okay. So it is a context-free grammar and the language generated by this is a context-free language. Okay. So how to design the PDF? Let us consider. एक तो example as solve करते हैं. Let's see. So here we can use a stack. Stack तो आता है ना सबको? How the push and pop operations are performed on the stack? वो तो पता ही है नहीं at least. Push operation is what? How the push operation is performed? In the push, how we'll do this? What we want, number of A's should be equal to number of B's and all the A's should appear before all the B's. So how we can use the stack here? Can anybody tell me? We are going to use the stack here. What can be done here? Rohan, can you tell me? How the stack will be useful in this case? Yeah. No, as we insert A will pop B, that is partially correct. What we do that here, we'll keep on pushing all A's onto the stack. Okay, till the machine reaches the first B. Okay, so till we get the first B, we'll keep on pushing A onto the stack. That will be our first step. You can write down. Okay, what we have to do? Keep on pushing all A's onto the stack till the machine reads the first B. Second step, next what? Each time it reads a B, it pops 1A from the stack. First step में क्या करना है हमें? We have to push A's, all A's onto the stack till you get what? B. Then second step is what? For each B, you will pop 1A from the stack. For each B, pop 1A from the stack. Okay. Third step में, once that is done, and if your input ends, okay, what thing you have to check here? If your input ends, you have to also check whether the stack is also empty. If input is ending and the stack is also empty, then we'll accept that input string. Otherwise what? It is rejected. Reject case क्या हो सकते हैं? If I give the input like this way, if this is my input, though here what happens, this A and B's are equal, this A is appearing after B, which is not a part of this language, so this type of string it should be rejected. Second case क्या हो सकता है? Number of A's more than the number of B's. In this case what will happen? You will push 3 A's on the stack, okay, and then whenever you read the first B, 1 A is popped from the stack. Then for the second B, the second A is popped from the stack, and what happens? Now your input ends, but the stack is not empty. Stack will still contain 1 A. Okay, so stack is not empty, but your input ends. In that case also you will not accept this. Okay. और थर्ड केस क्या हो सकता है कि नंबर ऑफ बीज मोर देन द नंबर ऑफ एज. In this case what will happen? First 2 A's are pushed on the stack, then for this 2 B's, these 2 A's are popped from the stack, so stack is empty, but your input is not ended. Your input always, we have assumed here input ends with the blank. So if when you read the B, and for that B you will try to pop what? A from the stack, but the stack is empty, so in that case also you have to reject it. Okay, so this can be the cases. Okay, even if I give the input as a let, if I give the input as a B, B, A, whether this string should be accepted or rejected, even the number of B's and A's are same here, it is not a part of our string, so we should accept or reject this type of string. Accept or reject, it is simple. Okay, so we should reject this type of string. So you have to initially only decide which type of cases or which type of strings will be rejected by the our PDA. Okay, and which type of strings you will consider to be accepted. So you have to consider all the cases. If my input is only blank, whether to accept or reject it? Whether to accept or reject it? Yeah, accept, because epsilon, that is n greater than equal to 0, means whenever n is 0 the input is blank, so you should accept it. Okay, so these are the what possibilities, and now I have told you the logic what you have to do here. Okay, so let us design it. So we'll always start with the what? Start state. From the start, the transition will be to the read. If only one read is there, you can just write read. If more than one read states are there, you can write read 1, read 2. Okay. Okay. So what is to be done now? Can you tell me? Read. Outgoing edges. In the read, if you get the A, what is to be done? I'm writing read right now, but if I add one more read state, I will make this as a read 1 and another will be as a read 2. Read, in this state, if you get A, what is the action to be done? What we have seen here. First step is what? Push all A's onto the stack. So next step में क्या करना होगा? After reading A, what is the next step? What is the next step after reading A? अरे मैंने बताया ना आपको क्या करना है. आफ्टर रीडिंग ए व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, पुश. तो इसके बाद कौन सा ऑपरेशन आना चाहिए? पुश का सिंटैक्स क्या है? at a time you can push one symbol. So what is your action here? Push a. So this symbol is pushed on the stack. So I can write here, let suppose this is my blank. Okay, whenever it get the a, that a is pushed onto the stack. Push करने के बाद where it will go? Do I need to create a new read state, or it will remain in the same read state? क्या करना है? रीड किया है, ए को पुश किया. After that where it will go? Same read state. That is correct. So meaning is what here? Read a, push that a, and remain in the same state. So keep on pushing a's onto the stack. Okay. So in this read, if I get a, what are the other possibilities that you can get b here? What is to be done for the b? B के लिए मैंने बोला है आपको, what is our second step of the algorithm? For each B, pop one A from the stack. Will tell me next. Next after read B, यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली मैंने लिखा है like here after reading A. नेक्स्ट क्या था अपना? पुश करना था. बट B के लिए हमें क्या करना है? रिटर्न हियर पॉप. पॉप के लिए हाउ द पॉप इज डिनोटेड? पॉप एक्शन इज डिनोटेड यूजिंग रेक्टेंगुलर बॉक्स. क्या करना है? हाँ. So after reading B, pop, correct? So what the pop here? The pop symbol will be what? It will be A only, no? What are the possibilities? हमने क्या पुश किया स्टैक पे? A. Same stack से हम pop कर रहे हैं, तो it will pop A if A is there on the stack. But if the stack is empty, it will pop what? Blank symbol from the stack. So what we did? We have read B. For that B, one A is pop from the stack. Next हमें क्या करना है? Like here, ये दो A थे, दो will take the string that belong to that language. Let A B be blank. If this is my string, what this will do? Read A, push A. Then next A is read. That A is also pushed on the stack. So this is how your stack will contain two A's. Now your input is pointing to the next symbol, that is B. So after reading B, what is it doing? It is popping the symbol. Pop will always symbol from the top of the stack. So this is pop from the stack. And now the stack contains only what? A. And after that, the stack is empty. So after this B, for the second B, again we'll pop the A from the stack. And now the input pointer points to the blank. Stack is also empty. In that case, what? You have to accept the input string. Okay. So pop करने के बाद क्या करना है मुझे? Do I have to create the new state? Or it will go to the same read state? न्यू स्टेट क्रिएट करना है या सेम स्टेट को कनेक्ट करना है? व्हाट इज टू बी डन? यहां से मुझे न्यू रीड स्टेट कनेक्ट करना है या दिस रीड को कनेक्ट करना है? यू टेल मी, न्यू और द एग्जिस्टिंग? एग्जिस्टिंग. ओके. एनी अदर आंसर्स? न्यू और एग्जिस्टिंग? हु विल टेल मी अगर मैंने एग्जिस्टिंग को कनेक्ट किया तो प्रॉब्लम क्या होगा? we cannot connect this to the existing state because what happens then in this read state, then A can come, meaning is what, after B then A can come. Okay, but we don't want A to be appeared after B, so that's why here we'll create a new read state because that read state is different and this read state is different. So we are creating new read to state, and in this read to state, if you get the B, what we'll do, we'll pop the A from the stack. Now what is this? This read to state is what? This state is what? Only for reading B. All A's are already pushed by the read 1 state, and read 2 का काम क्या है? Read the B, and for each B pop A from the stack. So in the read 2 state, if I get A, this indicate what? After B, A is appearing. Okay, so after B, A should not appear here. If A appear after B, whether it is to be rejected or accepted, what should be my this state? Rejected. That is correct now. So यहाँ पे हम लोग ये रिजेक्ट करेंगे. So अभी एक्सेप्ट पॉसिबिलिटी एंड ऐड करना है हमें. Okay. So read 2 में B read किया. Whenever your input string ends, read 2 will read what? It will read blank. Yes. Read 2 read blank means what? Input ends. In that case, we have to also check whether the stack is empty or not. Okay, if there are extra A's than B, your stack may not be empty even though input ends. So we'll create a one more pop state here. So this is your pop 1 and this is another pop 2. So what this will do, it will pop the stack top symbol. So if the pop symbol is also blank, then it indicates what? Stack is also empty. Read 2 is reading blank, meaning is what? Input is also blank, that is input is also ended. So what should be my this state? यहाँ पे state क्या होगी मेरी? Accept or reject. Stack is also empty. Input is also ended. Then accept or reject करना है हमें. Yes. So this is our accept case in which what? All A's and B's are same and all A's are appearing before all B's. ये हो गया अपना accept. अभी हमें क्या चेक करना है? हाँ, pop 1 में यहाँ पे blank आया तो क्या करना है? So what this indicates? If number of B's are more than the number of A's, in that case what? Stack will be empty. For the B, if you try to pop A from the stack, but A is not there, so here we should reject. You can connect to the same, or you can have another state. You can connect to the same on the blank. Okay. So अभी हमने सब ट्रांजिशन तो कंप्लीट नहीं किए. What has remained now? Read 1 में ही blank आया तो क्या करना है? 3 possibilities, no? After reading your input, no, you will not accept immediately. Why? You have to check, no, whether the stack is also empty at that time or not. Yes, stack is empty or not. You have to check, no. In the read 1, if you get the blank, you have to check whether the stack is empty or not. So we will connect to this pop state. Now, whether it is complete, whether this diagram is complete now, anything has left now. पॉप करने के बाद दो ही पॉसिबिलिटीज है, आइदर ए और ब्लैंक. रीड करने के बाद तो देर आर 3 पॉसिबिलिटीज बिकॉज 3 इनपुट सिंबल्स है ना यहाँ पे, ए बी एंड योर इनपुट इज एंडिंग विद द ब्लैंक. ओके, सो यू कैन चेक नाउ. लेट अस चेक बी बी ए ए. व्हाट हैपेंस टू दिस केस? सो रीड 1, सो यू विल स्टार्ट विद द स्टार्ट. रीड 1, बी है योर इनपुट. सो आफ्टर रीडिंग बी इट विल पॉप फ्रॉम द स्टैक, बट स्टैक में तो अभी कुछ है ही नहीं, स्टैक इज ब्लैंक. So यहाँ पे ही रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा. Okay, so if you are starting your input string with the B, it is rejected. Now let us take this string A A B B A. What happens to this case? what it will do? Read one, it will push first A on the stack. We have written that example. Then for the second A also it will push A on the stack. Then in the read one, now what comes? The B. For the B, pop one. Pop one will always pop the stack top symbol from the stack. So this A is pop. Then it will change the state to the read to. Pop करने के बाद A आया, change the state to the read to. Read to will read the next input symbol. Read state always read the next input symbol. It may be read one, read two. Okay. So read one, read two like your Q0, Q1 जो हमने finite automata में देखे थे. Okay. So read two में B read करने के बाद it will again pop the top symbol from the stack. So what is pop now? A is pop. So it is now in the read two state. So now in the read two state, what is it? Read. So in the read two now, what is read? A. So it is rejected. So you can see A, B, B, A is rejected by this. Okay. Now this case is what? Number of A's are more than the number of B's. So यहाँ पे क्या होगा in this case? It will push 3 A's on the stack onto the stack. Then, so that is done in the read one state. Then in the read one, if you get the B, it will pop what? The stack top symbol. So A is pop. So it is the state is changed to the read two. And in the read two now what it reads? B. So B क्या करेगा? The state is now your pop one. It will pop the stack top symbol, that is A. And now it is in the read two. What happens in the read two? Now the blank is reached. So your input is ended here. Now you have to check whether the stack is empty or not. So in the pop two, so the pop is function is called pop. What it will do? It will pop the stack top symbol. And now the pop symbol here is A. तो यहाँ पे हमें कनेक्ट करना है ना, यहाँ पे हमें कनेक्ट करना होगा ना. After pop, if you get A, your state should be reject. If the states are not shown here, it is assumed that it is rejected. Okay, so even though if I am not showing this pop 2 के बाद A to reject, still it is rejected. Okay, is that clear? So ये case हो गया अपना. Now let us check. Number of B's are more than the number of A's. कहाँ पे reject हो जाएगा? Will tell me in कौन से केस में वो रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा. वेदर इट विल बी रिजेक्टेड इन द रीड वन, रीड टू, पॉप वन, पॉप टू. In which state it will get rejected? If number of B's are more than the number of A. What is this case? AA and triple B. What is my question clear? In which state it will get rejected? After read 1, pop 1, read 2, pop 2. इसके लिए स्टैक के ऑपरेशंस पता होने चाहिए जो मैंने अभी आपको बताया. हाउ द स्टैक वर्क. At a time, push will push one symbol onto the top of the stack. Stack operations are what? Last in, first out. And pop will always pop the top symbol from the stack. So आंसर क्या दिया आप लोगों ने? पॉप वन. बाकी लोग जो लोग आंसर नहीं कर रहे हैं ना, मैं एक्सप्लिसिटली उनके नेम लेके आई विल कॉल देम. आशीष है क्या? आशीष नंबर 51. आशीष देसवानी.
यस मैम.
हाँ, कौन से इसमें रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा? If number of B's are more, this case AA triple B.
यस मैम.
कौन से इसमें रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा? तीन. There are 3 ways to reject it. No, read 1 के बाद यहाँ पे एक one way, other way is from read 2. यहाँ पे भी है. तो read 1, pop 1, read 2, pop 2. इन 4 में से कौन से इसमें वो रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा?
मैम रीड 2 के लिए.
रीड 2 में हम B रीड करेंगे. ओके, सपोज ये केस A B B, तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? ये 2B के लिए ये 2 तो पॉप हो गए, तो आपका स्टैक एम्प्टी है. एंड रीड 2 में आपने क्या रीड किया? B. And
B.
then you are trying to pop, you are trying to pop from the stack. At that time it will pop blank, and here it is rejected. So that is the correct answer. In the pop one, it gets rejected. Okay. If number of A's are more than number of B, कौन से स्टेट में रिजेक्ट हो रहा है? Number of A's are more than number of B's. Number of A's are more than number of B's. This case, triple A followed by two B's. I don't think that in the read to. Let us check. A pop करने के बाद B B. Read to में end हो जाएगा. Yeah. So blank. It will try to pop A from the symbol. It is not. Yeah. It is rejected in the pop to. It is not in the read to. ये एज कब फॉलो होगा read to का? Whenever you are using A after B. So first case में A B B A. In this case, this age will be followed, and in the read to it will be rejected. So you consider all the possibilities. Okay, you have to accept only the string of the form what? A to the power n followed by B to the power n. All other cases of A's and B's should be rejected. So you check for this, and then tomorrow we'll consider how to write the equations in the next lecture and the simulation for this. Okay, so equations like in this format: delta of P comma A comma Z is equal to Q comma gamma. So this type of equations we'll study in the next lecture. That is how to write the equations from this. Okay. So till then you take one problem for the homework. I want you, all of you, to try. If I am giving A to the power 2n, B to the power n. Think on this. A variation of this, A to the power 2n followed by B to the power n, where n is greater than equal to 1 now. Is the question clear? A to the power 2n followed by B to the power n. Can you solve it? नोट डाउन किया है नहीं सबने? Tomorrow, next lecture, I am going to ask to anyone A to the power 2n, B to the power n, how it is to be solved. Okay, so after this, your next lecture is on the Google Meet, and all of you submit your what? Assignment, those who are not submitted. Okay, and also tutorial in time. Note down that, and you can leave the meeting and join the next lecture. That is on the Google Meet.